Okay, so let's look at if Kara's broken down through my guard. So I could have been initially playing that lapel guard from here. There's different layers to the open guard, and maybe he got past my guard and we end up maybe a knee shield again. Let's just go for knee shield. So we're here, and if Kara has any idea of pressure passing, he wants to put a lot of pressure on my knee, because if my knee's up, yeah, take it back a step. Say I'm playing a knee kind of into his shoulder here, he's going to lift his knees off the mat and put a lot of pressure on that, and then he can pass to whatever side he wants. Which is why when we were playing, for those that were here for the leech half guard, we were doing these concepts of frames. Anytime Carl puts pressure on my knee, I'll be making a frame. And always the best way to make a frame is across an area that's uncomfortable. I don't want to do an area like on his chest, because Carl can just smash my arm down. And I don't want to really do it on his face, because that's rude. But better across his throat, so when he makes pressure on me, he doesn't like it. So, and we looked at, when we made these frames, that I could be kicking my leg up and winning the underhook and coming up to the dogfight position and all that stuff. But we can also utilize all those frames with the lapel in our hand, okay? So I could be playing, I could make a frame just with the lapel in my hand. I could be making it over across the top of his back. I could be doing cross grip. So if I have it here, and Carl starts to drive down on me, what I want to do is I'm going to loop this over his head. Okay. Now, again, how do I use this as guard retention? Because this leads to, when we hit the submission end of the lapel guard, to the worm hat choke. We'll do a wee bit more detail on that when we get there. But from this grip to finish, all I need is my left hand in the other lapel. And just make a fist. And now my right hand pulling on the lapel cuts off his right jugular, and my left fist gripping on the left lapel cuts off his other one, so it's a blood choke and it's here. Or if the gee's long enough, I can thread this through to the other side and make a darce. If it's quite loose, I can come through that space and make the cross choke. But from here, my goal is, if Car's putting pressure on me, I'm making a frame, but I also have the lapel. And as he drives into me, the second I feel his head drop, I'm looping my arm over his head. Now, if he doesn't address this, he's going to get choked out. So I'm going to encourage him possibly to weave his head back underneath. And again, when you get people in this position, they're going to say, screw this, I'm going to get back up to my feet, which is where I wanted them all along. So now I can start playing my game. If you've been playing this so far, we're quite comfortable in the stirrup position and all the off balances when he's actually on his feet. If that makes sense. The second he starts to drive down and he's on his knees, we don't do as good. We will cover that when we hit the cover guard. And especially if he gets past my close guard and we're into half guard and I'm using a knee shield to keep him away, and I'm right at the end of him passing my guard, I will make lapels, or sorry, frames. But I want the frame with the lapel in my hand, if that makes sense. And if Carl keeps trying to drive my chest down and do all that stuff, the second I feel his head low, that hand comes from below the chin, and he just weave it over the top of his head. Okay. Now, if he knows what I'm going to do, he should be feeling uncomfortable here. He'll not want to stay here. If he does stay there, obviously we have choke, choke, choke. But as regards to, we're trying to stay within the theme of guard retention, he'll want to bring his head out. And possibly, he'll look the posture, and when he does, I'm back up into my stirrup position again. And then I can start to play all the things that we've been looking at so far. Okay? So, let's play around with that, guys, yeah?